In the top left, playing as Emeric. In the red is player 1, we have Zeronix versus Go7 playing Nuru in the bottom right, in the blue. So, Go7 actually been playing like a decent amount of Nuru. It's been pretty interesting to see. So I'm excited to see what Go7 can do in this game. But I will know that Zero has a very strong Emeric on this map. So I'm very curious to see how that's going to play out. Oh yeah, we're not seeing anything too weird. It's like Commander's going for this kind of side capture route. Generally, that's what you see on this map. Interesting, Go7's actually moving this sword up, not capturing the village, is gonna use this to potentially threaten over here. Where Zero's going for more of the economy play. So what's Go7 gonna do? Goes for the knockdown, goes for the capture. So they're just gonna aggressively capture on this side. And they're gonna go back later and grab those villages. Pulls back with Nuru, interesting. I guess, yeah, the plan would be to knock this village down, but now Nuru's kind of all on their own. There's like a sword, but a weak commander against 2 swords and a dog? I don't know how healthy that looks. Alright, Go7 brings reinforcements. Emeric's looking a bit on his own right now. Okay, and we see he'll come up on Nuru, so they're going to be able to deal with those swords and dog now. Emeric, ooh, gets the kill. Flagstone defense is pretty good, but if you're injured, that is actually going to allow for kills that wouldn't happen otherwise. What can Go7 do here? Potentially some kind of surround could come in, but decides against it. I guess Emeric does have crystals, so he's going to be rather tanky. Yeah, Go7 is just like, wait, I'm actually not winning up on this top right hand side. Decides to back off. And ooh, I like that reinforcement, because yeah, that knight could potentially threaten to kill this dog or this sword. And yeah, that spear is going to prevent that. And now Go7, who has been playing this kind of interesting style of using the commander as a kind of like, actually kind of ignoring the commander to an extent. Not going for like heals on the commander and just focusing on like military. And then going for like a heal later with the commander. Whereas like Zero's being more active with his commander early on. And oh, that archer placement was rough.
This should protect us.
Just gonna lose that straight away to the mage. And yeah, archers of course very expensive, very difficult to maneuver. So sacking the tempo as well as the more expensive unit. And now Go7 once again is on the back foot. Nuru is all the way in the back. Hasn't really had a chance to kind of build groove at all. So Zero's up in that regard. And has to pull this balloon back. Which it could have been used to wall here. Okay, dog goes down to the knight. And unlike at the top right, Go7 just didn't have something to defend against that. I guess like the archer could be used. But it's also under a crystal. So you've got a knight with effectively main defense, which is not something you get to see very often. In fact, this is basically the only situation where a knight will have that much defense. And yeah, Zero's just up in economy. He's got this village knocked down, this village knocked down. And yeah, Go7 ends their turn behind on economy. And Zero just continuing to be very dominant here. Picking up villages where he can. Oh wow, that's actually kind of risky, but I like it because I think he's able to make that defense work. And he's so far ahead on economy that sure, he loses the knight, but he can actually punish that very heavily, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, Go7 takes some damage on the spears, but does get grooved with Nuru. It's really far behind on economy, so I don't know how that's going to work out. Nuru really likes to have a lot of money. So who knows, maybe we just see like a cheap unit buy or something come in, but oh, the Harpy comes in and does so much damage. And Go7's the one who's really been pushing Harpies this whole tournament. So to see their favorite unit get kind of used against them is like, yeah, it's pretty funny, but it's also interesting to see. Alright, and ooh, the Archer crit leads up into the kill with the Harpy follow-up. That is not an interaction you get to see that often. And just sitting on this groove with Nuru. And this makes sense, like sometimes it's actually just worth having the threat of Nuru groove more than actually using it. Okay, but Zero finds a kill. Are we going to see the Archer go down? We are, and with an injured sword as well, making that very worthwhile. And yeah, just like doing a really good trade up on this bottom side. We even see a thief come forwards. Scary stuff. And yeah, Emeric can just kind of chill. He's just going to go sit on that mountain. He's going to have groove next turn as well, so he can be a bit patient here. You don't want to like suddenly lose to Nuru grooving you out of nowhere. Okay, nice pickup. What are we gonna see? I mean, like, another big problem Go7 is having is like he's so far behind on time right now. 13 minutes left on the clock. This might be over before it really gets started. And oh, that hex should have come first, because yeah, that terrain defense probably made a bit of a difference there. Knight living on 5 health. Alright, what do we got? Spears coming forward. Zero has so much time on the clock. He can just afford to play this very patiently. And just kind of slow crawling forwards. We're going to likely see an Emeric groove come up here. And yeah, double mage behind was pretty serious army. I would have actually liked to have seen a mage heal come down and heal that golem. Not the most gold efficient exchange, but it would have just made the golem that much scarier. Okay, Nuru's gonna go forwards, try and get a kill on that spear. And yeah, Go7, he's just getting cornered. And at this point, Zero just has so much stuff. Way more economy, way bigger army. I don't know if that witch can be reached. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I think it can actually. So this mage. Oh no, actually no, I'm wrong. It's a tile off. Okay. Yeah, Zero's fine. Walling with the balloon. Balloon under crystal is actually, I think, impossible to kill by any single unit. I think it's like a ballista crit is the only thing that can do it. And yeah, Go7 is just like, nah, I'm out. Way too far behind. Zero is just one step above. And with that, Zero takes the Take Your Turn 2022 finals. And a pretty clean 2-0 over Go7. Really nicely played. And Go7, honestly, huge underdog story in this tournament. Nobody really expected Go7 to do quite this well. He's one of the best players in Advance Wars. And like, notably, like, Advance Wars Fog is extremely strong. And he came into this tournament, had like a bunch of really cool ideas. Played a very unique style. And made it all the way to the finals. But Zero, once again, showing that he is currently still extremely strong in this game, still the best player in the community right now. So, yeah, nicely done. Congratulations to Zeronix for taking it 2-0 and winning. And not only winning this, but he also won the during the earlier part of the tournament, there was like a whoever did the best across like multiple events. He also won that and made it to the finals for Go. So yeah, Zero just like having a really good tournament, and overall he'll be walking away with $100, sorry, out of the $200 prize pool for this event. He walks away with 100, so probably feeling pretty good about that. And we'll just take a quick look at the stats before we wrap this up. I'll just give that a quick refresh. Okay, and yeah, you can just see army value, like Zero just like, up until about turn 7 they were pretty equal, and then Zero just like kind of skyrocketed after that point. Same with the unit count, just like did really well. And yeah, Go7 had like a bit of an income lead for one turn, and then just on that turn 7 fell behind and stayed behind. So yeah, very nicely done there by Zeronix.